Rocco and I saw Inside Out. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet. The new Pixar movie.
Was it really good?
I really liked it. And
that movie was excellent.
And it's
it
a
was
movie
so good
that I think you walk into the theater and within 30 seconds, you know, I'm in for it.
That movie was the quick. Yeah, exactly. The quickest to. As soon as it started, I'm cracking up at what somebody's doing, and all right, this is so good. This is already
it's
so
a comedy?
good.
Yeah, it's a kids movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Pixar movie.
Pixar.
A Pixar movie.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know. I was thinking Inside Out. I have no idea what Inside Out is.
It's a Pixar movie.
It's a Pixar movie.
It's about like what happens. Like the whole movie takes place in a girl's brain. Like a little girl.
It's different characters controlling her emotions. There's a guy who's fear. There's a guy who's anger.
Louis Black is anger, and then like it's just like this. It's great.
I'm thinking about that Will Smith movie where they all lived inside of him.
Men in Black.
No, damn it.
Are you thinking of the Kevin Kline movie with Tom Selleck where he's gay? Inside Out?
I always think about that movie.
Yeah.
No,
always.
In and Out.
In and Out. I'm sorry. Hey, Rocco, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm thinking of the burger.
No, it's Osmosis Jones.
Yeah!
Will Smith played
I think that's Chris
Did you guys see Osmosis?
Was it Chris
Jones?
Rock?
I didn't see it this weekend.
That's a bunch of amoebos. Fucking
No, that's right.
amoebas and shit. All the amoebas in his stomach are talking to the fucking other guys in the brain. Anyway, all these things control a little
Meet
girl.
Dave.
Yeah. Meet Dave.
It's Meet Dave.
Meet Dave. Oh,
anyway, it was Chris Rock.
Osmosis Jones was one of those.
But
too,
anyways,
I swear to God.
I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah.
There was a lot of touching parts. It's funny. I thought for sure I was gonna cry. I was getting there, and then I held it together, and then like, okay, well later they'll get me, and they didn't. It was really nice. It was nice.
Speak for yourself. I was ripped to shreds the whole movie.
Yeah,
it was. I get really affected, and I learned this watching Boyhood.
Yeah.
I get really affected about stories of like, through the span of this movie, you're going to see someone as a baby, and then they'll be mature at the end. For some reason, that concept gets me. I don't know what that is, but this movie had that, and so it was like, oh man, I don't know if I can. It was getting to me.
There was a part. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it was like it's about a little girl growing up, and there's things that's like, we took Sawyer to the movie, and that was her first movie in theaters.
Wow.
And
she do good?
She did great, I thought. I mean, she said she was hungry a couple times. I gave her some red vines, and that was it. She was great. But it's funny though. I arranged this whole situation for Lennon, my dad, to watch Lennon because we don't want to take a baby to the theater. And we sit down, and right in front of us is a baby younger than Lennon. Right there.
Yeah, someone brought the time. It's like,
damn it!
Can you not?
I went through so much to make sure that I wasn't an asshole, and here you are right in front of being an asshole.
You did the right thing.
I did.
Don't bow to that.
No.
Yeah.
I did the right thing. Actually, that baby happened to be fine though. That was
it was okay. But
yeah, it's about a little girl growing up, and it's like I'm here with my little, my kids, and it's like,
you held it in though.
Yeah, for the most part.
See, if I start feeling it coming, I push it out more.
Yeah, because I don't cry ever, so it's good to do that.
I get it out.
Get it out.
But yeah, it in its first 5 minutes, just like Up, it really just took me through this cascade of like, oh man, this movie is already kidding me. Oh my gosh. But unlike Up, now I love Up, but Up was an uneven movie. Up was emotional this here, and then slapstick, and then this, and then that. It's a very uneven movie, whatever. This movie was really consistent all the way through, just in terms of balancing kind of like emotional weight, but also just being really, really funny.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it. I definitely put it up there with classic Pixar movies. I'm not going to say it's my favorite, but it's up there in terms of like the good ones.
But the imagination used for it, I mean, just to make this world that they made,
exactly,
was great.
It might be one of the most clever of all.
And it was
Pixar
very
movies.
refreshing because Pixar has not been that creative. I felt
they've been on a formula lately.
Yeah, a little bit. It was sequels,
pretty
or prequels, or
animation too. I mean, it's Pixar, but
yeah. And what I actually visually loved about the movie the most, I loved that inside her head, everybody had this almost like. There were no hard edges.
Yeah,
everyone was really bright colors, and it was like the edges. It was almost watercolor. Like the edges would kind of trail off, like it was watercolor on paper. Different kind of style.
Like hard lines to the drawing.
Yeah, and then when you'd go outside her head, everything was low saturation.
Yeah.
Real, like whatever. And I don't know. It was a neat look.
Yeah, cool. My only, and this isn't a criticism, but I wished. Every now and then you go into somebody else's head and it'd be the same characters but just their versions of it.
Yeah.
And I wished that you got more of that. And that was my only, I loved it. It was so great when they did that. I just wanted a little bit more. But I guess leave them wanting more. They did it.
Leave them wanting more?
I was going to say, actually, one thing I will complain about the whole experience of seeing it, I thought that was the worst short they've ever put in front of any movie, was the fucking volcano singing the.
Yeah, I didn't care for the volcano lava.
There's a Pixar short that is about a Hawaiian volcano, and I have an allergic reaction to any. For some reason, when there is Hawaiian material, they have to have some fucking guy with a ukulele going.
Pay some respects.
Yeah, it is.
I can't. It was like 10 minutes of that.
You don't like Somewhere Over the Rainbow?
Nope.
Yeah. But I agree with you. I didn't really care for the short. It looked amazing.
Yeah, it looked good.
It looked really good.
But once you've seen 30 trailers before the movie,
then
that short came, it felt like an hour. It was like, oh my god, just started.
You know what? That stuff pisses me off. I'm here with my kids, and they have an arsenal of things to keep them happy. Popcorn, they got drinks, they got candy, whatever they need. And by the time the preview's over, we've like gone through all of it. It's it's been 45 minutes already. Can we just watch the fucking movie?
That was a long time. You know who we need somebody to get that shit in check again, because I don't know if you guys remember this, but it was getting really bad towards the late 90s.
Yeah.
And then when Star Wars came out, Episode 1, most hype in the world, George Lucas stepped in and said, I am not playing this if there are more than like 2 trailers.
Damn.
He actually said, like, I won't play this at a theater that plays more than that, whatever. Yeah. And so that made all the studios go, oh yeah, we're playing too many. Okay.
But
it's
we need
not
somebody
good
to do
for
that
a
again. Movie when you're watching the first thing you see this movie ever is a trailer. And when you start it, you hear a groan from the crowd, like, "Ah!"
Yeah, it's not doing any good.
That's not a good audience to show to for the first time. Like, you should realize that.
Yeah. So anyway, it was so that was pretty grueling. But
you can't do it when it's a brand new movie in theaters. But I've been going like 15 minutes late to the theater.
Yeah.
And it's great. You sit down for like the last half of the last trailer, and then the fucking movie starts.
Yeah.
There's arguably 15 minutes of fucking commercials.
I would say at least.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's that.